right.
You got a new album.
Yes.
One of One.
Yes.
All right, it's got some heat on there.
Yes.
I'm saying MC Lyte sounds like the MC Lyte that I know.
Yeah.
On this album right here.
Right.
Why right now for this project at this time did you feel like it was important to put it out?
Well, we had just come off a 50th anniversary, the hip hop 50th anniversary, and we did the Force tour. Packed. Every night. Packed out houses.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, what a great reminder that the fans are there, that they still want the music. If you let, it's almost like, I don't know if you saw that movie where they go down into the bunker. Christopher Walken takes his family down into the bunker in the 50s. And they're so scared that they live up under there because they thought the atom bomb was going to go off.
Okay.
And then when he finally comes up, they're like in the 80s, and he comes up in a comic book store, and he sees he sees all of this stuff as a grown man that he had never once saw. But if he would not have gained the strength to go up into the world, he would never know it existed. That's how I felt about Hip Hop 50.
Okay.
Where they tried to say that the legends were, necessary, not necessary, like they were indifferent about our impact. And that year, with the Rock the Bells Festival, with the Rock the Bells Cruise, with the Force Tour, all of them led by LL. If those things would not have happened, they could have still had us believing that we weren't a necessary factor in hip hop.
I love that. You know what I mean? Because there are a bunch of people that are still, not pioneers, that are still making sure that the golden era of hip hop is still getting its due shine. Like a good friend of mine, Ninth Wonder, and the whole True School crew, and some of the events like that. So yeah, there's still an audience there. Yeah, basically is what it comes down to at the end of the day. Yeah, for sure. 101 is kind of fire because I'm listening to. I guess I got
kind of fire.
Well, no, it's fire.
Okay.
Let me take that back, my wording.
Okay.
But I was really bugging on Life and Luxury. Like, I love that track. Yeah. And it talks a little bit about just your lifestyle, where you are now in your career. And I think back to my days of being introduced to you as an artist and seeing the videos that you like, nah, I ain't driving the Jetta, I'm gonna take the subway. Like, you know what I mean? And how far your life has come just as an artist. What are some of the things that you're doing now that you never had any vision of doing when you were younger? Like, did you ever think that, okay, at this stage of my life, this is what I'm going to be doing? Like, what are some things that you surprised yourself?
No, I thought I would be done. I thought I would be done with hip-hop at 27.
Yeah, 27 is crazy.
Yeah, when I was 20, I was like, oh, I'm going to be done with this. I'm going to get married. I'm going to have kids. Yeah. And I just thought it was going to be everything I saw on TV. And, of course, not unless you're absolutely crazy, do you mock something that you saw on TV. Right. It just became about living life as it comes. Yeah. And so a lot of what many people may have think I fumbled into, I always wanted to do. So I always wanted to do radio. Okay. I was headed to Norfolk State University to major in communications. Okay. And so doing Cafe Mocha, which I did for 6 years, gave me that. I was also with CD Radio before it became Sirius for 6 years. So it gave me that. So I was able to live out that, that fantasy of becoming enthralled in radio. But then it flipped over into voiceover, which is great. I've always wanted to do voiceover. I wanted to act. You are the voice. Yeah. So all of the things that I'm doing, I always wanted to do. It's just I now made a focused intention to go after those things, and also prioritizing having the actual time to do it.